Good evening, Internet world. You know, the video I made, the ad I made for Specialized in Trek, it is doing so well. I've actually got 73 hits on it now, and it's all in the dark and it's grainy and it's hard to see. So I thought I would redo it with light on me, so you could all see it in its true thing. So, here it goes. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a long-haul trucker? My friends all ride Specialized, and they are suckers. Worked all my lifetime, and all that I get is that there great big green pile of shit. Oh Lord, won't you buy me that fat tire Pugsley? The pros ride carbon fiber, and they are yuppies. Prove that you love me and buy me a ride, one I won't have to all the time hide. Oh Lord, won't you buy me the mighty cross-check? I need something 10 times better than a Trek. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a wonderful ride, one that will surely, truly survive. Now, you gotta remember, ride your bike. Riding your bike does two things. It does millions of things. It does more than two. It gives you exercise. Before I started riding this your bike, I got another song I sing too. I'm working on this one, and it's I'm a little fatty, short and stout, until I started riding my big dummy about. Now I'm a great big handsome hunk, and the ladies don't think I'm a punk. I gotta change that last line a little bit. I'm working on that one. But I like the hunk part because that describes me. I mean, look at me. Yeah, me a big hunk. Come on, ladies. You know, hey guys, serious. Ladies find me sexy. Just ask them, they'll tell you. Oh man, when they see me, they drool. Actually, they puke. But it's almost like drooling. Something's coming out of their mouth. Now see, this is what riding a bike, most people think that smoking pot did this to me, but no. Riding a bike is what makes me so happy. I haven't smoked a joint now in over 2 weeks. Tolly's been on vacation up in Humboldt County. He was supposed to be back today. He got some of that Humboldt County train wreck, or some of that Humboldt County diesel. And yeah, here I am down here. I'm not high, but I am dry. Yeah. Towley, get your ass down here with that stuff. I gave you the money. Now, damn it, get back. But see, what does it is riding that bike. Yes, riding that bike makes me happy. Because every morning when I'm out there on the trail, I go right by the people and I can sit there and look at them. Good morning. How you doing today? And I smile and say it. And, you know, people don't punch me in the face when I say it. Nope, never been punched in the face when I said that. I always tell people that, too. You know, people don't get mad at you. As far as that, you know, once in a while you get these here jocks in the spandex, you know, and they'll just walk. But, you know, after you say hi to them 2 or 3 times, pretty soon they start giving you the nod, you know, maybe a little high, low, so that nobody can see them actually waving to you, you know. They don't want the rest of the riders to see that they're waving. Yeah. But eventually, I get them actually coming, good morning, back to me. Yeah. See, it changes the world. Riding a bike changes the world. It doesn't pollute. You know, when you're driving your car, man, I call cars, my nickname for cars are stinky butts. Yeah, you get behind one there. Yeah. And so they don't pollute. And try saying hi, good morning to people while you're driving down the road at 60 miles an hour in a car. By the time you sit there and get the hi out there, you're so far away, they don't even hear you. And so it doesn't do you any good. So, riding a bike You get to say hi to people. You get to say good morning to them. You get to smile at them. You save gas. You save money. You know, I've said this in other videos. But remember, ride your bike. It's important. It's good. It helps. It improves the neighborhood. You know, when I'm riding my bike, I came across the country on my bicycle. I rode from Boston to Seattle by way of both waters and both oceans. I was going to get me a cup of coffee. From Boston to Seattle, I was getting a cup of coffee at the original Starbucks. Yeah, and I got that cup of coffee. And on that trip, 8,900-mile trip it was, because I had to hit both borders and both oceans, I've driven across the country. I've flown across the country. I took the choo-choo train across the country. I took the aeroplane across the country. I've taken buses across the country. I've gone across the country and everything. Trains, planes, you name it. I've gone across the country. I've never walked across the country yet. Nope, not going to do that. But I rode my bike across the country. And it's great because, you know, when you're riding the bike across the country, you remember when you're driving your car and you see those historical markers and you're doing 65 miles an hour and all of a sudden, I wonder what that was about. You have no clue. On the bicycle, there's no wondering. When you get up to that marker, you can read it. You're only going 8 to 12 miles an hour. Hey, this is where that happened. Wow. And then you remember 9th grade history class and Laurie, that Laurie girl sat in front of you. Oh, yeah, Laurie. Laurie. Yeah. See, now just think how good that makes you feel. Remember Laurie? Or maybe it was Susie in your case, or Rebecca, or maybe it was Gertrude, or Matilda. Anyway, no matter what, that girl that sat in front of you in one of those history classes when you were in school, and it used to sit there and lick your tongue, and think about all the time, I wonder what it looks like when he takes off that shirt. Yeah, I'd like to get my arms around her. Yeah. And you girls, you can think about that guy. Or you can think about the girl, too, if you're that way. And you guys, you can think about the guy if you're that way. You know, that doesn't matter. You remember them people that you used to sit in front of all the time in history class? Yeah, they'll come back to you when you're riding that bike and you see those historical markers. Because, first of all, you remember learning about that in history class. So this is where I never knew Billy the Kid hung around Roswell, New Mexico. Yeah, and I found that out when I was riding the bike because I rode through Roswell, New Mexico. You know? And so it brings back great memories, and you get to see more. I seen more in that one trip than I did in all the other trips I made back and forth across the country. And I got 14 brothers and sisters. There's still 12 of them still alive. And and then they're living in all states. I got living in Oregon, Washington, California, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, North Dakota, Texas. Oh, where else are they living? They're all over the frickin' country. My relatives are. And so I've been back and forth all over the place. I never seen as much on all those trips put together as I seen in one ride on the bike across the country. Yeah, it's educational. It doesn't pollute. It teaches you to take your time. And think about it once. Your destination in life, what is it? Well, your final destination is death, man. That's everybody's final destination. Why are you rushing it? Take your time. Enjoy it. Ride a bike. You won't get to that death so quickly. You know? And, let me see. What else is a bike good for? It's a lot of fun. Makes you healthy. Look at me. I'm a handsome hunk. I already said that. But yeah, I started out 250 pounds, 44-inch waist, and on crutches. Now I'm 185, a 34-inch waist, and don't got my crutches no more. On my bike ride, I got rid of my crutches. I got rid of 10 inches off my waist, 75 pounds off my body, and my bad attitude. Before riding my bike, I was on crutches for several years. I broke 3 sets of crutches over people's heads because I used to get so mad. I was like, just all wound up and everything. And I just get mad and I take that crutch and wham right across their noggin, man. I had no qualms whacking somebody in the head. I was a cripple, you know. That's right. I was just thinking on that song, I'm a little fatty. There's another version of it. I think I was a little cripple, short and stout. Yeah, and then I started riding my big dummy about. Now I am a great big handsome hunk. If you ride a bike, you can be too. Yeah. I'm working on that one. I'm going to get that one down. We're going to get that one out too. But, well, we're almost out of time here again. Remember, you want a good bike, don't buy a Specialized. Well, their carbon fibers might be good. I've never checked out their carbon fibers. They do have an excellent tire. The Armadillos, all their tires that they make have really good compound. They last a long time. The Armadillos are great because they're stiff, and I like them because they're stiff. Some guys sit there and complain about the stiffness on them. I like the stiffness. But they last, that compound lasts a long time on all their tires. I use their Kevlar bead tires, their foldable tires, as my spares. I carry 2 of them as spares. So Specialized does make a good tire, but they make a lousy aluminum piece of garbage. Everybody who uses aluminum's not that much lighter than chromoly, And so you take an aluminum frame and a chromoly frame, hold them up, and you'll see what I'm saying. There's a little bit of difference, but not that much. If you want to sit there and you're that worried about the weight, go carbon fiber. Join the yuppies, get yourself some spandex, and go carbon fiber. Otherwise, stick to chromoly, man. Chromoly, if you break it, you can get it welded. I really don't go for the welding stuff because I got my own philosophy about that. I just get a new frame. But if you're going, chromoly can be welded. Try welding an aluminum frame once. Try welding a carbon fiber frame once. Yeah. Get that torch out on the carbon fiber and watch it. All you yuppies got carbon fiber frames? I'll get you the torch. But even aluminum, the minute you hit the aluminum with heat, it just bubbles up and becomes, you should see aluminum when you heat it up. It becomes, it's like mashed potatoes all of a sudden. Carbon fiber, it burns up literally. It starts on fire and the whole bike just goes up in flames. But on the aluminum, it won't go up in flames, but it'll sit there and bubble up, and then you can just sit there and take it and you can just, and then you can't never do nothing with it. Chromoly, on the other hand, oh man, you can cook that fucker forever. But, so, get yourself a chromoly bike. And, Specialized don't have a chromoly bike. Neither does Trek. But Surly does. Go to surly.com and get yourself a good bike. And while you're at it, buy me one. Yeah, send it to me. Well, okay, you can't send it to me because I don't have an address that you can send it to. But what you do is you buy me the chromo, you buy me a nice Pugsley or a nice Moonlander, and until you see me, ride it around. Get some. I like them broke in. And then once you see me, you give them to me. And until then, just ride it along and get it broke in for me. Well, y'all have a great day, and may the bike be with you. Many blessings.